So what's up everyone, welcome back to Indonesian Techno, and in this video I want to bring you guys Samsung Galaxy Mega 5.8-inch reviews. I've been using this kind of phones for 2 months probably, and before we go further, this kind of phone is actually being categorized in the Samsung Galaxy Mega lineup. So Samsung did produce this kind of phone, Samsung Galaxy Mega, into two different versions. The first version is actually 5.8-inch models, which I get right now right here, and also the Samsung Galaxy Mega 6-inch models, which is actually much way larger and bigger in terms of the screen and also different availability. What is actually makes the difference between these kind of the models is actually the availability. What I stated before, the 5.8-inch models got the availability of the dual SIM mode standby, which is actually we cannot find it on the 6-inch models. So this kind of particular phone is actually comes out into two different colors, which is actually black colors and also white color. So in this kind of opportunity I get the black colors, but in my opportunity, in my point of view, it's just not really that black. The black color is actually being mixed between the black and also the gray color. So let's just start the review. This kind of particular phone is actually being powered with 1.5 gigs of RAM and also 1.4 gigahertz dual core is Samsung chipset. This kind of particular phone, by the time you purchase this kind of phone, you will get the Android OS 4.2.2 Jelly Bean. And also this kind of particular phone is actually being categorized in the mid-range phone. Because of why? Because the price of the phone is actually not really that high. I can purchase this kind of the phone in my country for 3.5 and 3.7 million rupiah, which is, if I just convert it into the United States dollars, it's probably around 370 and 380 dollars. So for that kind of price range, I can categorize this kind of phones is actually being in the mid-range consumer target. In this kind of particular phone is actually having dual camera, which is actually the rear facing camera is actually 8 megapixel camera, which is capable of recording 1080p video HD quality, and the secondary camera is actually 1.9 megapixel, which is actual capable of recording HD video in terms of 720p HD quality video. So I found this kind of the phone is actually being, that are really that satisfied in terms of my usage. I've been using, like what I said before, 2 months, and in my conclusion, the advantages is actually comes out with the availability of the phone itself. It comes to dual SIM card mode standby, which is actually really helpful for all the kind of people that are actually using more than one numbers. And this kind of particular phone is really, this kind of dual mode standby mode is just we found that the phone is actually having quite good hardware specification, and also this kind of the extra availability, which is actually we can use more than one number, which is actually become the advantage of this kind of phone. But in terms kind of the disadvantage, I found that first of all, that the plasticky designs from the Samsung still comes out with this, the back door is just really that plasticky, feels cheap, not really feels that kind of the elegant. It feels like it becomes an issue for some of the people, including me. But I just like, it's just like more personal preference. And the second of all, I found the disadvantage is just like in terms of the charging time. I found the charging time is actually really takes longer time rather than it used to. I mean, rather than usual phone in terms of the specifications, it actually takes around 4 until 6 hours to be fully charged 100%. And I found this kind of the phone is actually becomes like issue for some people, but it just come back again to the basic point, which is I say is actually basic personal preference. But in terms of the features, actually Samsung should can actually able to fix this kind of problems in terms of the maybe OS upgrade or OS update. In terms of the new features, actually Samsung I believe can fix this kind of the problem itself. So in my conclusion, overall, Samsung Galaxy Mega 5.8 inches actually really they're satisfied with the price range between 250 and 370 United States dollars. Is actually that really cool with the hardware specification and also the advantages that we got with the dual SIM card standby mode. But in terms of again any kind of phones, I still have disadvantage, and including this kind of Samsung Galaxy Mega 5.8 inch. So this is Kevin Goly from Indonesian Techno. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Please subscribe to my channels and share it. Thank you.